How many we got? Keep going.
I think there's at least 30.
Keep going. You got it, right? We're looking at the star of the show over there, huh?
So this is actually how you guys are going to be able to come in when you're entering the ride. This is where you pick up your headsets, and pretty much it's the start of the experience.
So let's go ahead and move on to this one.
Very charming.
Yay, model.
Easy one. I like the coverings we got on, aren't they great?
Oh, yeah.
They're very stylish. Come on in, everybody. They've got plenty of room in here. Where's Jason at? Come on in. You got everybody?
So this is the pre-show.
Let's introduce ourselves. My name's Larry Giles. I'm Vice President of Engineering. We got Susie Cheely. She's our Director of Engineering here at Busch Gardens. We also have Jason Ambler, wherever he went. Jason, where'd he go?
Jason's
You
with
ran off.
Falcon's Treehouse. They're the media. They do all the media stuff and everything.
Hang
So.
on one sec. We got some more folks coming in.
We got more folks
people
coming.
today.
What's that?
We have so many people today.
This is great. This is exciting.
Hey Jason, come on up front here.
Yeah, absolutely.
There he is.
Give me 1 second. There's a couple more that have come through.
All right.
Sorry, everyone.
All right, we got Jason Ambler. He's with Falcon's Treehouse.
Hi, guys.
He is the creative piece to the whole system. And welcome to Busch Gardens, Battle for Eire. You were going on about one.
Yeah, so the facility is, you guys probably know, already has been here since Questor back in 1990 when we first opened. But as you see, we've changed things up a bit. We're a little more animated. We have some fairy lights that have been hung, but they're going to be lowered. We've added some other theming. We've got a fireplace that's going to go in here. So there's a lot of different pieces and parts. This is in progress, so that's why you guys are in for the hard hat tour. Whenever it's finally done, it'll be a lot different. But you can see a lot of changes already. So this is where you're going to be introduced to the story. And since Jason was, instrumental in developing the story and everything, we'll let him introduce you to the character.
First thing I'd like to do a quick survey here. Who in this room has done virtual reality before? Actually, your percentage is actually much higher than I was expecting. I believe the actual, across the country, it's only about 5 to 6% of the people that actually experienced VR before. And we think we've got one of the most unique VR experiences pretty much anywhere. As we go through the storyline, and you can see Susie's already wearing one of the pieces that we have, we'll kind of talk you through how we all think this whole piece is going to go together and why we think Battle for Eire is going to be one of the most unique attractions that you'll find anywhere. So why don't you tell us a little about the story?
Yeah, absolutely. As Larry mentioned, we feel like this is going to be the first major mass reality experience for people to come and actually go in large groups and experience virtual reality. Up until this point, it's always been in small groups or smaller capacity venues. So this is a really exciting opportunity. When people enter this room, this is the prelude to the whole story, right? So this is where we're introduced to the characters, to the story, to the world that we've created, which Battle for Eire lives in. What's really unique about the story is we're trying to bring people in to the storyline as part of the adventure. So we're entering this world, this fantasy world, through an enchanted lens, aka our VR headset, and that is what allows us to experience this fantasy world. So without that, we would be seeing a normal world, right? So that's a really kind of cool overlay that we've introduced to this attraction, and a way that we can incorporate humans into the story to actually help the journey. So in this room, we're introduced to Addie, who's our main character. She's a very fierce female fairy. She's a warrior, she's a guardian, and she's here to recruit us to help protect the heart of Eire, which is the source of all magic in Ireland, from Baylor, who's the main villain. I think he's over here.
He's right here.
And Baylor's got his evil minions, the Sluagh, which is
Back over here.
which are over here. And there are a swarm of these evil little creatures that are going to be part of the story, and obviously something that we're going to be engaging with a lot. And then Addie has her trusty sidekick, Ollie, who's over here, and he's a dragon, and we get to opportunities to fly with the dragon and fly with Addie and help rescue the Heart of Eire from Baylor. So it's ultimately a story about saving the magic of Ireland and bringing that back, and hopefully you guys enjoy it.
So for some of the geeky people out there like me,
Yeah.
we can talk a little bit about how the whole system works. We're utilizing virtual reality headsets, commercial grade virtual reality. One of the big differences we have is that we want to drive these with a mini computer. So we want to be able to generate a really good high resolution image. We got a 2K resolution image, 4K resolution image on the headsets. And we have an individual computer driving each and every headset. We're also running at 90 frames per second. For comparison, you know, your TV at home is running around 30 frames per second. So we're going to be 3 times that. And those of you who've put on headsets before, once you put in this headset, you're in another world. Everywhere your senses tell you, you look this way, you look that way, and you see everything that is in that world, created in that world. We have to run 90 frames a second, so that as you pan your head, you don't see picket. We call it the picket fence effect. So it's nice, smooth transition, just like you would at any of us in the outside world. So that's one of the things that we're creating here. The other thing, we're putting it on a state-of-the-art simulator. Our simulator is got 6 degrees, 6 actuators. We run 2,000 PSI pressure, and we can make this thing really move and dance. So as you experience the adventure, when you're actually riding on the back of a dragon, Ollie, you're going to actually be on the back, you're going to feel it, you're going to look down and see the dragon, you're going to look to the right and see the wings flapping, and of course you'll be able to see the vistas that you'll be able to see just like you would on a real dragon. So we're going to take you places that you really can't go anywhere else.
I know one thing that I'd like to add with that is, you know, with all this great technology and being powered by individual PCs, we're also introducing a layer of interactivity so people will actually get a chance to interact with their environment as well. So that's a really nice feature, a nice add beyond just a baked content experience. People will participate in that journey a little bit more.
So typically, like these typical rooms, we're going to teach you the storyline that Jason just kind of went through, Jason and Susie both ran through. You're going to see a lot about it, and then we're going to have to train you, because you got to train you to ride it back to the dragon. So we'll probably send you into one of the training rooms, which we'll go turn around and head right in there right now.
No, we're going to go into this one.
We're going to go this way.
Be careful, there's still some wet paint.
There is paint. Oh, yeah.
It is very much a construction site.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, everyone breaking for lunch early, so they can like.
Sure.
ridiculous, right?
So, you know, show them how you put it on.
Yeah. So, I'll wait till everybody gets in. So basically, when you walk through the entry queue, you stop in the anteroom, and that's where you will actually, that's where you're going to pick up the actual headset. And when you put it on, and you'll get training along the entry queue on how to do it, there's just a ratchet here in the back, and you just tighten it up, and pretty much voila. There's going to be 2 sizes. We're calling it an adult size and a children's size. We do realize that some adults have small heads and some children have large heads. So there'll be, a little bit of trial and error there, but there's several opportunities for you guys to figure that out before you get here. You'll have this before you even get to pre-show 1. When you get here, you'll get further instruction. There'll be instructions on another screen here. And as in Quest Story, you'll end up standing on one of the dots, which will match up with the seats inside the simulator. So
Did you show me how to put the headset on?
Yeah,
Starting from the beginning?
well, maybe I better, because I think some of you guys were stragglers,
One
but
more time for it.
yeah, you pick it up in the ante room, and you just put it on your head. You see the Busch Gardens logo here. I don't know if you can't really see it, but when you have it in your hand, you will. And you put it on your head, turn around, and just tighten the ratchet. Make sure this is down low behind your the base of your head. And pretty much when you go inside, the VR, what do we call it, the enchanted lens will actually snap right in. And we'll show you that too when we get in there.
So we're calling these emerald masks. This part right here, the head mount, these are called emerald masks, and the lens is called the enchanted lens.
Thank you, Nathan.
If you're getting a selfie with these masks on, that's going to be definitely a good photo opportunity, everyone with these masks on.
Don't
Yeah.
they look great? I mean,
Everybody can look at you.
You're ready for battle, right?
Exactly.
just like a battle.
Ready to go with Addie, right?
All right, so as Susie mentioned, this is kind of where you get your training. We kind of make sure that you know what to do. You're standing on a line. One of the colored dots is the same, corresponds to a row, so you know you're sitting next to each other by being on the same colored dot. And when the unit's ready to go, we'll magically open the, and you'll go in. And we'll go ahead and take in, I guess,
The right
about half of them.
Yeah.
So we'll go back through, and we're gonna just
We're gonna
walk
back
through
it
the
up.
other pre-show room, and we'll go. I'll lead you that way.
Okay.
First off, are there any questions at this point? Anything
How long
you
is the pre-show? Do you know?
got? 2 minutes. 2 minutes is the pre-show, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be 2 minutes in that pre-show, about 2 minutes in this pre-show, and the main show is.
But you're calling this the training room?
I think I'm calling it that. I'm not-
Pre-show 2 is what we
It's
call it.
pre-show 2 is what we call it. It's more along the lines of you're kind of learning exactly what you're going to be doing inside. Confirms how to put on headsets. One of the things, obviously, once you put the enchanted lens on, we want you to buckle your seatbelt first because we figured that we'll have a hard time. People who forget, they're too busy looking around that we want to make sure they buckle their seat. So we have a little bit of training in here that we want to make sure all of our guests know before they sit down.
What's the capacity?
We have 59 seats in each unit, so that's what we expect to get.
2 units?
2 units.
And how well will the headsets accommodate glasses?
Well, we've been trying it out with glasses, and one of the unique things about it, I'll take your headset off for a second. With the headset's designed, okay, with glasses like yourself, you take it, you put it straight on like that, and then you flip it back down, crank it on. Okay.
Nice.
And it's designed to have glasses. Now, whether, of course, we have kind of jumped in and got everybody in the offices and tried it on them.
Yeah.
And so we feel that we've got a large swath of the public covered, but of course we won't know until we start it. This is kind
Tell
of
to John and his big son, big
Yeah,
glasses, man.
I've done a few VR rides in Europe and no issue with the standard headsets.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So this is a unique thing. This is we don't know where anywhere else is being done like this. So we're really the only ones that are doing it.
So Larry, the video is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Can you tell them a little bit about how fun the little pre-show video is?
Yeah, of course, once we get in here, you're at a theme park. We're supposed to have a lot of fun, and we have stick figures that kind of like tell you what to do, and they do a little bit of slapstick in there. And it actually is a book. It's going to look like a book with pages turning. That's why you see these all threads hanging down. The special screen that's coming is getting ready to be mounted on those. So it should be here very, very soon.
Yeah. There's
So-
other kind of neat things that are going to be going on here. The theming isn't all done yet, obviously. We have little windows, little leprechaun windows and little leprechaun doors in here, so it's you're going to definitely feel like you're in the other world.
Yeah, we definitely have a different light than this one.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you guys can talk about the reuse and the cleaning process for these headsets.
Yeah, each time the headsets are utilized, we'll collect them at the exit side. And of course, we take them back and we run them through a cleaning system that we use. And so when the guests pick up the new headset, they'll be already cleaned and ready to go.
And
So,
the
that's
headset
it.
won't touch your face.
Enchanted lens.
Correct.
It will not touch your face. That's correct.
So the cleaning of the headsets won't affect any electronics?
Absolutely not,
It's just
because
this piece that
that
gets
piece
washed.
has no electronics within it. And so we've separated the two.
The electronic piece stays with the simulator. And that, well, we'll show you, but it just, because these three things are magnets on the side, I guess I'm pointing at the right thing, and the electronic piece actually just fits on
We'll see in a
there.
minute.
Yeah, so.
All right, so we went ahead to,
And real quick, just another piece. That headset that you were asking about, Melissa, that does not touch your face. So
Right.
this part touches your face, it gets clean. The part that's in there will not touch your face. Can y'all touch on how many of these we have, just in terms of quantity?
10,000.
well, we got more than we
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we, we'll go through a lot. It's not like these have to be cleaned after everybody rides.
Yeah, no, they'll be washed every day. There's definitely at
We've
least
got a
whole-
cycle.
We're not in Universal.
Where is he?
Who did that?
Last week.
Cody?
Now, is there going to be an age limit for the children riding?
Right now, the ride itself is a 42-inch height limit, and that's what we're currently expecting.
So it's not age related, it's more height.
Are you going to be projecting a fixed view of the video on the main screen, or is this exclusively VR?
You will have the option to take your VR mask off and be able to watch the main screen, which we will have a 2D image on the front main screen.
Yeah. We anticipated there might be, a handful of people that really they want to ride with a family member that wants to experience the VR, but maybe they don't. So they might just choose not to wear it, which is fine.
And they'll still be able to enjoy the storyline and everything else.
About how long is the ride from start to finish?
Well, the ride itself will be 4 minutes from takeoff to landing, and the load unload should be another 3 or 4 minutes beyond that. And so the whole experience, though, you're probably, seeing the multiple shows that we have, it'll take you probably at least 15 minutes to get through. I mean, you'll be experiencing things for 15 minutes.
All right, let's get walking so we can go to